What is up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to the next live cold calling session. My name is Henry Eisenstein, and I'm excited today. We are kicking things off. I got the dialer loaded up. I got the phone ready to go. Let's make things happen. So if you guys are new to the channel, again, my name is Henry Eisenstein. I'm a commercial real estate broker, investor, and mentor to many. I make content like this because, honestly, I just enjoy it, and I do it anyways, okay? I make cold calls anyways. I really just want to help as many people as possible make more money in real estate. It's changed my life, and I hope I can support you in having it change yours. I'm calling industrial real estate. I'm on a big industrial kick. I'm ready to rock and roll. If you guys, once you guys tune in, let me know where you guys are tuning in from, and we'll kick things off. Let's see what we can generate today. We're going for 2 seller leads today, at least 2 seller leads today. Let's see how fast we can do it. Just to give you an idea, sometimes it'll take me 20 minutes, sometimes it'll take me 2 hours, but our goal is minimum 2 seller leads per day. This is how you keep the pipeline full. What's up, Dan? No, I do multifamily. I do. I switch it up all the time. I'm on a big industrial kick right now, but
BNG Holdings. If you know your party's extension,
doesn't mean I don't do multifamily. We actually have like 3 multifamilies closing this month. Hey, Nathan?
Nathan is not in yet.
Okay. Is there a better time I should call back?
Yeah. I'll call back like around 12 o'clock.
11 to 12 o'clock. Okay, I can do that. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, we're going to call him back in an hour. But yeah, Dan, I mean, it just depends. Right now, I have a lot of investors who are looking for industrial, and I'm also looking for industrial real estate. So we're looking for that. Obviously, I'm always open to multifamily. I like buying multifamily. I own multifamily. But we are going to just keep on cruising today. Let's see if we can generate a couple good leads. No, so I do not wholesale everything. We off-market broker a lot of deals, and we just don't choose to list anything. But we off-market broker a lot. Like we run it through our brokerage. Seller pays our commission, but we don't list the property specifically for sale. But I do not wholesale. I don't wholesale everything. I mean, I have I think we have 2 wholesale deals this month closing out of like the 8 or 9 that we're closing this month. But it is not always the majority. It depends on the month sometimes.
forwarded to an automatic voice.
So, but I think learning how to wholesale is smart. I mean, I think that, because there's a couple opportunities that come along every now and again that make sense to do that. So we're going to see what we can do. At least 2 seller leads today. That's the game plan. Where are you tuning in from, Dan?
Similar business to connect to.
But let's see here. Let's see if I can do something fun. All right, I'm going to try to do this live while we do this. Not going to be easy, but we're going to try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reviewing deals in the meantime, live for everybody here. So we're going to see how that goes. You're in Chicago, off-market brokering. For the deals you're off-market brokering, are you mainly focusing on
Not available now.
We are, it's one of the main markets I focus on. I focus on about a dozen different states, but New Jersey's like our main market. Hey, UL.
You have reached.
Okay, nobody's home. But we're going to try this out. So let me just filter this out a little bit so I don't deal with a lot of these nonsense deals. Condos, exclude. I don't want to deal with that. Hey, UL. Yeah, hi. I was looking for Joel Blau.
Who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Henry. I was calling about the building of on East Elizabeth Avenue in Linden. How are you?
Which building?
1411.
Okay. What is this in reference?
I was calling you because my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the building.
Who gave you my number?
Nobody specifically. I'm calling around. I just happened to get you on the phone.
Where do you have my number from?
Everything's public tax record. I called you about the building at 1411 Elizabeth Avenue. If you don't want to sell it, it's totally okay.
So if you want to, so you're calling the person that's private sales. I'll text my email. Send me an email, and if it's interesting, we'll get back to you.
That's fair. And the building's for around 4,000 feet, correct?
Send us an email, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. I don't have your email. I mean,
Okay.
If you
I'll text it to you.
okay, this is my direct cell, so please feel free to text me. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, I'll text it to you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, look, if he wants to be a little tough guy, we can be a little tough guy, huh? How'd you get my number? Who are you? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, calm down. There's no reason to be so crazy. All right, I'm going to take this guy's information down, and I'm going to send this guy an email. I'm going to offer him $5. Okay? I'm going to offer him – no, I'm just kidding. I'm going to offer this guy probably, $500,000. It's a 4,000 square foot building. He paid $387 in 2016. He probably wants $1 million. He's not going to get $1 million from me, at least. But I'm okay with giving this guy. What's going on here? Here we go. There we go. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's grab his number. And he also sent me a text, so I'm going to respond to his text messages before we move on. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'll review and send you an email. Let me just take his email. He already sent it to me, which is nice. I love when people actually do what they say they're going to do. Makes it very easy. Send an email with my info and an offer. Okay, on to the next. Not a seller lead. We're not counting this one, but we are going to click next. Remember, we delete all phone numbers. I delete all phone numbers. I don't want to cold call this guy again. I don't need to cold call him again. I already have his number. Why would I cold call him again? It doesn't make any sense. All my calls to this guy will be a follow-up call going forward. Delete all the numbers. Next. Okay, here we go. Some owners are such dorks. Yeah, I mean, that's a way to put it. That is a way to put it. They just, everyone is interesting how they come off on the very first phone call. All right, so we got that logged out. Let's do this. All right, I'm going to start going through some deals, and we're just going to talk about them. We're going to talk about some interesting deals. So, hello, Joe?
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Joe, can you hear me? Joe, can you hear me?
Hello?
Sorry, can you hear me now, Joe?
Who's Joe?
Okay, I have the wrong number. I was looking for the property owner of a building on Fairfield Road in Wayne.
Yeah, you definitely got the wrong number.
Sorry about that. Have a great day. Ta-ta. Deleted. Okay, watch this. We're gonna try something new. We've never done this before, so please bear with me. I'm gonna share a screen. So we're going to share a LoopNet screen, okay? So just to give you an idea, this is what I think about all day long, right? So this is what most people do, right? They list properties on the market for an absolutely unreasonable price. They put it on the market here, like this guy's put it on the market for $4.95 million. I don't care about the agent. This has nothing to do with, specifically with the agent or with the brokerage or anything like that. But why would you list something for a 4.6 cap? Nothing on planet Earth right now is selling for a 4.6 cap, especially not whatever you're trying to sell.
I am currently unavailable.
please leave a detailed message along with your.
So this is what I think that too many people are focused on. Like too many people are listing properties for sale at stupid prices, and they're wondering why they're not making money. And this is in a couple examples. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of like why I get, it's like these properties are going to be on the market forever. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is just absolutely.
We are sorry, there is no one available.
Great. This is just completely overpriced. I'd probably be, let's see what that comes to. So a 5 cap on 5 million is 250 NOI. I'd probably offer something like a 7 cap, 7.5 cap. That's probably what it's going to trade for. Let's continue. I hate land. These land deals are just ridiculous. You know, a lot of these people you need to have, you know, like in these areas is just not great. This is not a good area. So unless you're going to build 1 million square feet and they were willing to sell it for a very low price, it's just not a good market. There's nothing here. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing major here. So I think hey, Paul.
All right. Leave me a message or call me back.
Yeah. So very, very difficult to make a deal happen here. Okay, Jersey City. I think it's a very interesting town. 6 caps a little bit.
Thank you for calling Huawei.
6 caps are probably about a little bit less than where they should be. I don't think this is a 6 cap deal, especially a 6 unit. I think the problem is that everyone's looking for more cap rate deals, like the sellers. Jesus. I think sellers are looking at like way too many, like the sellers are looking at cap rates and buyers are looking at price per unit. And this is why a lot of deals are not selling in that market. There's just a huge discrepancy because you can get great rents, but people just don't want to pay a stupid price per unit. So, you know, 6 units for 2.4, 400 grand a door, ridiculous. Okay, this area is a very good area.
Hi, I'm sorry.
All right, a lot of voicemails today. This is a decent area, but well suited for owner occupancies, which means it's probably vacant, and they're asking for like $450 a foot. Ridiculous, absolutely overpriced. No thanks. I'd be offering this person like $1.2 million. I hate these types of properties. I hate, like, you know, again, not just the horse stables, but like a lot of commercial properties that look like houses. Very, very minimal stuff that you can really do about it. But this is horse stables. My wife would probably love me to buy this property, but we're not going to tell her it's for sale. This property, actually, I reviewed this property already. Funny enough, it's actually it's literally an office building. It is not industrial. It's literally an office building. Okay, next here, let's talk about it. Office building for almost 200 a foot. Mannington is not even that good of a market. 200 a foot's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous price. This group here is looking for absolutely just stupid numbers. I would be offering probably less than half of what they have it listed for. Office is a terrible investment class right now. Like, it's just not a good investment idea right now. Hey, Wendy.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Wendy. My name is Henry. I was calling about the property you have on Warren Drive in Vernon. How are you?
Good. But is this in reference to buying it?
Possibly. I mean, I run an investment company, and we're trying to move some money around.
I talked to everybody. They're not interested in selling.
You talk to everybody? I don't know what that means. Are you part of? I'm guessing.
Everyone. My husband, my kids, my nephew.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any properties that the family owns that you might be open to selling? All right, you already hung up. But like, you know, it's crazy to me because you can buy huge, okay, huge office buildings. Huge office buildings for less than this price. Like, you can buy 400,000 square foot office buildings.
Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. I was looking for Harold, please.
For who?
Harold, I might have the wrong number.
And what is this?
Okay. I'm not dealing with this. So that's first and foremost. You could buy 400,000 square feet for the same price. I don't know why people would pay 200 a foot. It's just the stupidest thing in the world. Don't ever buy office right now, or at least right now, do not buy office. Very poor decision. Mixed use. I hate these types of assets. These types of asset classes, like the small, tiny little mixed use, is only 2,500 square feet, and they want $1.75 million. Out of your mind. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I'll call you right back.
This is insanity. This property here, okay? Absolute insanity. No one on planet Earth should ever pay. What is this? Yeah, hey Jeff.
Who's this?
My name is Henry. I was calling about the property I have on Beekland Avenue in Middlesex. How you doing?
Okay.
I was calling you because my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the building.
Yes and no, and I have a few people interested in it now. I can't talk to so many people at once.
Okay, well, look, I mean, I'm definitely not trying to like interfere or anything with other deals you have going on, but I mean, maybe we get you a good price. I mean, do you have an idea of what you'd be looking for it? Because if it's out of my range, then we can just end the conversation.
Yeah, I'm a little baffled because I have an offer at 6.4 million. But then I just talked to my friend his friend is a commercial realtor, and he's saying he could list it at 9 million.
Well, look, I'll say this.
I
I am also a commercial realtor. I'm an investor mainly, but I'm also a commercial broker. I have 40 agents who work for me on my team. I can tell you, I would take the offer. I think he's nuts to try to tell you he's going to get you 9 million. I think it's just like a weird way of trying to get you to list it with him. I don't understand how on planet Earth you're getting 9 million out of this.
I don't either. But he said he's got one listed in South Plainfield for 11 million, 2 acres of property.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, I'm working on, a lot of land deals that are in way better locations, and they're not even getting this price per acre. So for him to assume that is crazy.
I agree with you. Agree with you.
No, I'm saying this in a way like I'm talking to you like my own brother. I'd be like, look, I know he's trying to sell you on the idea of listing it, but everyone in the world, like, you can list a property all you want, but bring me a real offer, So
yep.
I think 6 million. Once you said 6 million, I'm like, or 6 and change, I would take that. That's a great number. I would not be at that type of number personally, to buy it. I mean, to broker it, I'd probably say you're a couple million an acre is probably fair.
Yeah.
For 2 acres, I think that makes sense. All right. Well, look, best of luck on it. I mean, if you need any more support or advice or anything like that, I'd love to be able to support you there. No commission, no nothing, but I would just tell you like that. I think that makes sense.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, look, guys, I have nothing to sell this guy. This guy got a crazy offer to buy his property, and then some idiot broker's trying to tell him to list it for 9. Don't do that. That's just an absolute waste. And that broker's going to go home to his wife. Hey, I just got a listing for $9 million. I'm feeling pretty hot tonight. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Crazy. Just I can't believe the stupidity sometimes. Cannot believe the stupidity.
To an automatic voice message system.
So we're going to keep on going. We're going to see what else we can do. In the meantime, we're going to get back to sharing our screen and talking about terrible deals. Let's continue. Anyways, I hate these deals. Stop. This guy's asking for $700 a foot? Ridiculous. Never buy these deals. This is just absolute garbage. Never pay $700 a foot for something. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Hey, Harold?
Hello? No, I think you have the wrong number.
Okay, sorry about that. Have a great day. Okay, let's keep going.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Tom?
Oh, sorry, you got the wrong number.
Okay, sorry. Have a great day. All right, this property here, again, guy wants $450 a foot. Hewitt is not an amazing market. I do like the land, opportunity for parking, but this is not that kind of market. I don't think the land is worth several $1 million an acre, or even $1 million an acre. I would probably say I'd offer probably $2 million on this.
Know your party's extension. You can dial it at any time. Press 1.
Let's see here. Manasquan. This is also very, I think this is almost half office. And, they want a crazy price per square foot. Manasquan's decent.
You've reached the voicemail of text.
But the problem is that this area is so far from major highways, it'd be hard to get a very big tenant in 40,000 feet in this market. Probably not that great. Cranberry, great market. Probably a little bit too much office, but let's see if this person answers. All right, nobody home. I love this market. Huge piece of land. It's a very small building for the piece of land. I'm actually shocked that it's so tiny. Maybe you can build extra acreage. I guess it's completely vacant and they're trying to get like, what is that, 250 a foot? You know, I would look more at the expansion. Can I build more square footage on it? That I would think that that's probably more valuable because this market stuff will actually trade at 250 a foot or so. What's up, Ronan? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. We're just reviewing terrible deals. Here we go. This property here looks like way more office than it is industrial. I love when they try to say it's industrial. It's also not worth 200 a foot. Two-story industrial is terrible. No one wants two-story industrial. You want single-story, just in high ceilings, lots of loading docks.
Hello. Thank you for calling.
Nowhere near 200 a foot. I'd probably offer $2 million. Next, 4-unit building for 1.45. This is a small 4-family residential property. And it has it listed on LoopNet because it's a 7 cap. This is like I told you, no one wants it because it's a 7 cap. No one wants it because its price per unit is way too high. Yeah, no way.
Press any key.
I would offer probably half that, $700,000, regardless of what the cap rate is, just because price per unit is more important here.
Sorry, I'm not available, but please.
Lots of voicemails today. Next. We have this deal here in Point Pleasant. I actually like this market, but the building's a piece of garbage. They're also asking for $400+ a square foot, and it's probably going to need a ton of money invested in it. The location's decent. Route 35 is a great market.
This to voicemail. The person you're
A great location. Point Pleasant, I like the market, but it's a very seasonal market. Overall, I'd probably offer probably $300,000. I mean, it looks like a piece of garbage property. Next. I would say, Rona, I don't mind. The market's not bad, but they're asking for $1,000 a foot. It's just ridiculous. They're asking for $1,000 a foot here, right? It's crazy. Like this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know how anyone on planet Earth thinks they're going to get $1,000 a square foot. I'm sorry. It just makes no sense to me. Jersey City, price per unit's over, it's $350 a unit, almost $325, $333 a unit or whatever it is. Way too much money, not in my opinion. Maybe it sells for $700 or $800. I mean, Jersey City is a good market, but not that. I would not pay $333 a unit. Specialty, I don't even know what this is, but it looks like they're trying to sell it for $600 a square foot. No thanks. Have a nice day. This is interesting.
message after the tone.
Okay, we got a deal here. 3.3 million, 9% cap rate. Okay, looks pretty interesting. Price per square foot's not bad. Can I look at the images? There's no images. Hey, hello, Pravi.
Hello, who's speaking?
Yeah, hi, my name is Henry. I was looking for the property owner of a building on Highway 35 in Keyport.
I think you got a wrong number.
Wrong number. Sorry about that. Have a great day. Yeah, so let's see. It's got a bunch of aerial maps no one really cares about. This is actually a nice looking building. The problem is that Delran's not a great market. It's like a C-class market. So buying it at a day 1 9 cap isn't terrible. The price per square foot isn't terrible, but I probably still want to try to get it for like closer to $100 a foot, just because the price per square foot for retail in this area hovers around like 12 triple net. Hello, VJ. All right, next. Because, like, look, guys, like, if it's generating 9, and by the way, I'm not going to dive too much into it because I don't want to spend, all this time, energy, and effort going through each and every single deal at a high level like that. That's not for this type of content. But overall, let's just say that this person's actually correct, and it is a 9 cap day 1, because a lot of people say it's 9 cap per forma when they're marketing a property, just really stupid. But let's say it's actually a 9 cap day 1, right? So,
Hello?
hey, Anthony.
Hello?
Yeah, Anthony, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on Changebridge Road in Pinebrook. How you doing?
Not selling. Not selling. You're like, I get like 5 calls a week. I don't know, and all from your area. I don't know what listing you've got, but I'm not selling.
It sounds like you get way too many of these calls. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Anyways, I don't really care about that. We're just gonna keep moving along. Not that big of a deal. But anyways, for this deal, we're going to take the purchase price, right? 3.3 million times the 9% is 297,000. And he's saying that is the cap rate. So it's a triple net number.
2848.
So 297 divided by now the amount of square footage, which is the 18,960, would give us around a $15.50 triple net number, which is probably pretty fair. I think it was, again, it's like the mid-teens maybe. In my opinion, though, the problem is that there's no upside in this deal. Like, rents are not $20 a triple net in this market. So like, it's gonna be really hard to make any more money. Like, the deal is the deal. So it's like, if you just want to buy a heavier operation, which is a shopping center, and like there's definitely a decent amount of work that has to be. The management is not super simple, but these are the types of deals where, at least in my opinion,
Been forwarded to
where if you're buying a deal at a 9 cap with very minimal upside, it's just hard to make some really sizable money. I would rather try to buy this at a $2 million number or $2.5 million number, and then try to sell it at a $3.5 million number. Hey, John.
Hello?
I was looking for John. I'm sorry.
Who's calling?
My name is Henry. Is John available, or is this Miss Aresta?
What is this for?
I was calling you about a commercial property that you and the family own.
No, nobody's available right now. Thank you.
Is there a better time to call back? I don't think it was even the right number, honestly, guys. But yeah, like these types of deals are just tough. I could never make sense of buying these deals at this type of at this price range, because you're basically paying top of the market, even though the cap rate sounds amazing. There's no upside. Hey, John.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, John. My name's Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on East First Street in Clifton. How you doing, buddy?
Who's this?
My name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on East First Street in Clifton.
What about it?
Well, I'm sure you get calls like this all the time, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the property.
I could just barely hear you.
Can you hear me better now?
Not really.
Hold on a second.
No.
Can you hear me better now? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, so I was calling you about the property you have on East First Street. I'm sure you get calls like this all the time, but I was calling you to see if you'd be totally against the idea. Yeah. Well, actually, I know you. Funny enough, you and I actually, I think I spoke about 1.5 years ago about this property, and I see it still hasn't sold. So that's why I was trying to see if, like, I know that. So that's why, but I figured I could still call you back and at least touch base with you and see if I run a real estate brokerage, and I'm also an investor. Okay, got it. Okay, I appreciate you. Thanks so much. I spoke with this guy 1.5 years ago, okay? And this guy wanted a crazy, crazy number then, and I still think he wants a crazy, crazy number now. So, because actually I have some notes here that the guy wanted like $5.5 million, and the building's only 23,000 feet. Crazy number. Crazy, crazy number. I would never pay anywhere near that. I'd probably pay $4 million. Next. Let's go to the next page. Okay. We're going to keep on cruising here. I don't know what I'm allergic to today.
Hi, it's Drew.
Okay. Voicemail. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Hey, can you hear me, Andrew? Hello? All right, great. Thank you, Ronan. I appreciate it. We're going to keep cruising here. All right, let's go to the next deal. Another one of those super high price per square foot deals. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't even understand why people list properties like this. This is almost 700 a foot. It's like 650 a foot. No thanks. Have a nice day. And we have a call field. Hold on. My dialer kicked me out, so let me dial back into it. 1 second. It keeps assuming that I'm logged in already. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, I have to refresh that screen. In the meantime, while I'm refreshing the screen, let's talk about the next deal. Another office building for $250 a foot. No thanks. I don't care what the cap rate is. I mean, I know you're buying a Goddard school, but the problem is that these kind of daycare businesses are terrible. I've tried to sell many of them. They're just not great businesses. You must find wonderful owner-operators who want to take them over. You know, and if you're not finding an owner-operator to take it over, most of the time it's not a great business to try to buy right now. I mean, it's a very tough business. Hold on, dialing in here.
Using your touchtone.
All right, we're going to cold call
You
while
are
we
now logged into the
look at some
Google
of these deals.
Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Okay, we're gonna get back to dialing. Okay, so all right, that's gonna go. Let's look at a gas station next. I mean, look, on this type of deal, by the way, I like to try to buy the building for the building's efficiency, like the building price per square foot that makes sense. So I'd probably be offering like 150 a foot or less, like 900 grand, because I know that I can make some money down the road. Also, Hamilton's a decent market, not a great market, so just be careful about paying 250 a foot in decent markets. It's probably not worth it, because if your tenant leaves, you're screwed. You're with a ugly building there. Hello, Isaac.
Who is it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the property of on East Blackwell Street in Dover. How are you? And he hung up. Thanks. Have a nice day. Okay, gas station. I do like gas station deals. You can ignore the price per square foot because it doesn't even matter. It's all about the income on these types of deals. However, Trenton is not, it's not a great market. It's really not. And, this seems like very high to me. I actually think that it's probably going to be a sale closer to like a 7.5, 8 cap in this market. I just don't believe that this income is as high as they're saying it is. A 6 cap on 4.3, that's like what, 240 a foot, 240,000 times 6.35%, 273. So, this type of deal is just going to be, I think it's going to be a little tough. I'd probably be offering $2.5 to $3 million to start and then trying to see where we can go from there. But this just seems a little bit high to me. This one here, I don't even understand what the heck's going on other than the fact that it looks like a triple net deal. 6.75% cap rate. Again, it's only 1,600 square feet. So paying, over $1,000 a foot is ridiculous. Thanks. Have a nice day. Next. Yeah, good morning. I was looking for Wayne, please.
He passed away about 15 years now.
Okay. I guess I might have the wrong number. I don't know who's managing his properties anymore, but I'll call the house phone. Thank you. He passed away 15 years ago. Okay, nice. Good timing. Should have called him that long ago. Okay, next one here. 8,700 feet for 3.2. Voorhees is a decent market for sure, but I think the cap rate's a little low for the price per square foot you're paying on this market. I would try to say that, look, they're trying to offer this at 450 a foot. It's absolutely crazy. Hello?
Good morning, sir. St. Louis.
Yeah, good morning. I was looking for Mr. Golden.
One moment.
Okay. Oh, she just hung up. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, 450 foot's ridiculous. A 6.5 cap. I mean, I guess they're trying to say it's like a triple net deal. I don't care. A collision. I don't really care about any of that kind of stuff. 450 foot's way too much money. If your tenant moves out, you're going to be stuck holding a huge bag. I'd be offering probably closer to 150 to 200 a foot in this market at the absolute most. And that also sounds very high to me.
Not available. At the tone, please record your message. When
Okay,
you have-
Belford, not the best market in the world. Not bad. I like the county that it's in. I actually grew up in this county. I grew up about 30 minutes from here. Price per square foot is not actually that bad. I'd love to actually understand more about the cap rate. It's actually a pretty decent sized property. I think it looks like it's a lot more office than it is retail. A shopping center in this market would be great, but this looks like a lot of like mixed use office stuff, probably a little bit tough. Ronan, sorry, just to start your question here. I was wondering if there was a way to be a commercial real estate agent 100% virtual while starting out. Yes, you can. I mean, it definitely would be a little bit more difficult because you need some seasoned buyers who can actually go out and tour the properties. Might be a little bit more difficult, but you can work with partners. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, I mean, like as an example, Ronan, like, you know, if you were prospecting in markets that like, you know, you have people that you could rely on in those markets, then yes, you can absolutely do it virtually.
You may hang up.
But I've built the people that I can rely on, and I also have team in a lot of these markets that we sell in. So, you know, in the markets that we don't have that much representation, we are trying to sell to people that we build relationships with. And, you know, once we have a relationship with somebody, we try to sell them some deals. So, because if you don't have the right people to look at the deals, go meet at the properties and everything, like as in like the buyer, the right buyer for that, because you really don't need to be there. Okay, not really that important. Anyways, okay, next, what is that? 300 a foot for whatever this is in Bradley. It looks like a brand new construction or a development opportunity. I'm not sure. This looks really confusing. I would just say the price per square foot seems a little high to me. Next, Point Pleasant. I hate these mixed use types of, you know, house-like buildings. I just stay away from them in general. You know, price per square foot isn't horrible, to be honest with you. I'd probably offer something closer to 400 just to try to get a gauge of where they're actually at, but, you know, probably a little overpriced. Office building.
4 is not a.
Okay. I heard tenant rep would be it'd be best if I wanted to be 100% virtual. I don't think that that's accurate at all, but because it all depends on who you're trying to do deals with. Like, you know, again, you could be 100% virtual if you just worked for 5 or 10 investors in a local market or any market around the country, and you just found deals for them and then sent them over to the property. I don't know how you would do it tenant rep virtually.
Please record your message. When you-
I actually am very curious how you would do that. Okay, next, office building again for a 5 cap. Absolutely not. Thanks. Have a nice day. I'd be offering you probably less than 100 a foot. I mean, I like Woodcliff Lake, but there's no way. Like, why would you pay $5 million for this type of office building? Like, it just, I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. Looks like a Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins. Doesn't even have a cap rate here. I would probably say that. I mean, look, they're asking for. This is crazy. I mean, they're asking for $1,500 a square foot. Absolutely not. I don't even want to get started with what I would offer you. This sounds like a lot better of a situation. Price per square foot looks great. I might want to look more into this deal. Definitely think there's something interesting here. Maybe the income sucks. Zoning sucks. I don't know. There has to be something, but this one looks like an interesting deal. Someone take advantage of that. I might take advantage of it. Hello, Dove.
There is no Dove at this number.
It sounds like you've gotten many calls about it. It's funny. Okay, another office building. 100. See, look, this is what I was talking about. You can buy a 106,000 square foot office building for $6 million. So if you want office, go as big as you possibly can for a decent price. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. People, it's really funny to me. Like, why would you not just buy this type of product? If you're going to buy office, you might as well buy as big as you can and really work the building. So, I mean, this is a great price per square foot for office, honestly. Great price per square foot. Good kudos to the broker to get this listed at that price. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good deal, but it's definitely a great price per square foot. A lot more reasonable. Okay, here you go. They want $500 a foot. No thanks. I'm sorry, I was looking for Phil. Okay, thanks for the help. Appreciate it. Okay. This one's interesting. Price per square foot's very interesting. Cap rate's very, very low though. I probably think that this thing would trade closer to a 7 cap. maybe a 6.5, 7, 6.75, 7, 7.25, somewhere in that range. But decent price per square foot. But the market's just a little bit tough. Like, you have to really, really like this area to invest in this area. Okay, Atlantic City, awful market. I'm not a huge fan of this market whatsoever, and they want like 500 a foot. No thanks. Even though the cap rate's at 7.73, I would be offering like 400 grand. A commercial lot, I think they want way too much money. Price breaker, 400. It's not that interesting, to be honest with you. I think it's overpriced. Next, $500 a square foot for office, mixed use. Hello.
We're not here at the moment.
All right, lots of voicemails today. Next here, yeah, like $600 a foot. No thanks. I think it's way overpriced. I love Basking Ridge. But it just doesn't make any sense for this price per square foot. Built in 1860. I mean, there's got to be some, structural issues probably. I mean, like, it's just not a fan. Next, this looks like a. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Chris. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on Shirley Avenue in Somerset. How you doing?
Not for sale.
Not for sale. I'm guessing you get calls like this all the time. And he hung up. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's too small of a building. It's like 5,000 feet. I'm not really going to do a lot with it. Anyways, thanks. Have a nice day. Okay, this deal here, I think it's a Wawa. Wawas are great friggin' investments. I mean, unbelievable. Like, one of my favorite types of investments. I'm a huge fan of these types of deals. They are trading it around this type of cap rate. Nice listing. Good job. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't make a bigger, example of like what it actually is for sale, like a little bit easier. Can't really tell if it's it looks like actually a quick check. Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Joe.
This mailbox cannot be found.
All right, thanks. Nice job. Yeah, it's actually a quick check. I actually am very familiar with this property. I think it actually includes all three properties. But I would have put on the left-hand side here like what it is. Hello, Henrik?
No.
Okay, I might have the wrong number, but I was looking for the property owner of a building on Coolidge Avenue in Englewood.
We don't have any property in Inglewood.
Okay, wrong number. Next, have a nice day. I don't need to stay on the phone, blah, blah, blah. Next. So, yeah, I would have actually just put the types of properties here because if I remember correctly, it's 3 triple nets, a quick check, a Walgreens or a CVS here, and something else, but I would have just put them on this image. Like, why would you not do that so people have an idea what it is? Like, make it easy for people to, like, want to click and know more. Like, I don't know. Used car lot, okay. Hello, Hector.
Who is it?
Yeah, my name is Henry. I was calling about the property. Is this Miss Conrado?
What are you calling in regards to?
I was calling you about a property on Railroad Avenue in Netcong.
We're not interested. Please don't call.
Okay, thanks.
Don't mention.
By the way, totally fine, by the way. I'd rather you just tell me I'm not interested because I go to the next person. I want to find people who are interested. It's okay. You don't need to overcome like that crazy, that type of objection. Because that's like a condition. I'd be just no interest in selling whatsoever. Right? Anyways, back to this. Crazy high price per square foot, but car lots are actually pretty they're in decent demand. So, I mean, this might actually trade for probably closer to maybe 500 or 600 grand. I think 900 maybe a little bit north, but overall, not a bad property. I know this is for like a niche, specific owner user. 4-unit apartment building. I mean, these mixed use deals are just getting more and more overpriced by the day. I mean, I like Bayonne as a market, but this is like crazy high. I'd be curious to know what the income is. It looks like they did. I mean, like the downstairs is just ugly. I mean, like it's not even like appealing looking. And if it's just 4 residential apartments, I mean, if it's just 4 residential apartments, this is probably the most expensive 4-family I've ever seen. So, anyways, good luck. Wildwood, very seasonal market, very high price per square foot. I like the small little retail spot here. Overall, it could be, I'm not a huge fan of these types of small little retail spots unless the price per square foot was stellar. Like if I can get this for 600 grand, I'm a fan. Next, Bridgeton, a little bit tougher of a market. South Jersey, Price per square foot's decent. I don't like these barrel roofs, but I'm curious to understand like if it's vacant or if it's got some tenants in there. It's got some good tenants. I mean, it could be interesting. Price per square foot, it's not awful. I'd still probably offer closer to 50, 60 a foot, 70 foot, in that kind of range. I'd be much more comfortable. Next, $1 million for 2,000 square foot of retail. 500 a foot. No, thank you. I'd probably be at like 400 grand, 500 grand. Depending on what the rents are. Another 4-unit residential property, and they want a 5 cap at 2.3 million. This is the great part of Jersey City, which I'm not going to click and go into details on these types of properties because I don't want to open them up or whatever. Because this is not here marketing their listings, but just talking about it. Overall, I think it's overpriced. Clearly. Next, White House Station. Very, it's a very, very outskirts market kind of thing, like a tertiary market. I think it's very a little bit overpriced. I would maybe pay 150 grand. This is a tiny little small property. 500,000 is crazy. Next. By the way, if you want me to review your deals and you want me to review details of properties like that, please feel free to send me over some information via the info@henryeisenstein.com email. I'd love to be able to support you and give you some feedback. That's what I'm here for. But this is what I try to give you some guidance on these types of listings because I don't want to see you guys make some of these mistakes. I want to help you guys sell more real estate. Too many people just put these properties on the market at any sort of random price. Okay, small little house property like we've been talking about, not the best. Going to be a little bit difficult to make some money on these types of deals. He wants 475. Price per square foot isn't horrible, but I'd probably be offering closer to 250. These types of deals are just a little bit rough. Same thing with this, 300 a foot. No thanks. I'd probably offer you like 250. A little bit more like a traditional shopping center. I love Flemington as a market. 300 and something dollars a foot is just a little bit too high. It was built very recently, which is great, but 300 and something dollars a foot is just crazy high. I don't know how you make money on paying $3 and change a foot. You might as well build it, So I'd say probably 200, 250 a foot, somewhere in that range. Good, very good price per square foot for rents here. What's going on with this? Let's click this. Click this. Up here. Just had to reset the dialer again. Okay, next, Ventnor City, right past Atlantic City in New Jersey. For familiar, price per square foot seems a little bit high to me. It looks like it's kind of condoed out retail. Not my favorite type of asset class. I also think it's a little bit overpriced. I'd probably try to be at like 125, 150 a foot to think about it as a decent opportunity.
This is full and cannot accept any messages at this.
Next, hotel in Hamilton. I'm not a fan of Hamilton as a market. Very, very, very small market. It's a motel. Honestly, I'd probably be at half what they're asking, and you'd have to I'm not a fan of these types of deals.
Again, press any key.
Be very curious what this sells for. This is just a very tough market. Very tough market. Very small market. I don't even know why you'd want to have a motel there. I'm not even going to talk much more about this. Very small piece of land for $2 million in Jersey City. Probably way too expensive. Thanks. Have a nice day. This is a development project. Price per unit is what?
Name and phone number after the beep. We will.
Price per unit, 3,850 divide by 80. 2 apartments. They're asking $46,000 a door. I think it'll get done at $25,000 to $30,000 a door. I just think it's a little bit too much money. Orange is not that good of a market. It's a decent market, not a great market. It's a decent market. This property here, price per square foot's a little bit high.
Custom shading solutions.
I would offer these people probably 150 a foot, 500 grand, 550. Definitely could do well there. Next, Warren. This is a condo. This has to be a condo because there's no way that they're selling 23,000 feet of office for 300 grand. I don't see it. I think this is a small office condo. That's my best bet. I almost guarantee it. I put money on that. Next, 250 foot for this weird looking building. No thanks. Parlin, Flex building. It looks like a lot of it's office, a little bit of warehouse in the back. Parlin's actually a pretty decent market, pretty good market. I like Parlin as a market. I think this is just under 200 a foot. I think 150, 160 a foot is probably more accurate. Another commercial lot. I like Cranberry, but I think this is just not going to be a great location. I'm also curious when it can be built there. You know, I would get approvals. Go get shovel-ready approvals, then try to sell it. I'm currently working to get my real estate license in Texas. I want to go straight into commercial. Do you suggest that given today's climate of the market? Yeah, you're so welcome for the content. And yeah, I mean, like, look, I think that anybody should. I think commercial real estate's the best industry in the world. I might be a little bit biased, but it definitely will take longer for you to get a deal closed. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, it just takes a while to get deals closed. So if you're prepared, you might need a part-time job. Just being honest.
If you know the
Right. So if you can survive for a decent period of time, without
please choose from the following options.
What's going on? If you can survive for a half a year to a year without any income, then yeah, I mean, I would go for it. Hey, Rosario. Yeah, and also keep in mind, like, I probably would join a team. I would find a good people to guide you and give you the right guidance. Listen, I don't care if you get into residential or if you get into commercial. It's basically just a lot of cold calling, a lot of prospecting, a lot of being on the phones. I mean, like, that's what this industry is. It is a sales job. It is not just some, it is not really much else. So keep in mind that, like, if you want to do that, then get in the industry. Okay, next. Property is, again, very high price per square foot. I love the West New York markets. I just think that I don't even care about the cap rate. I just think the price per square foot is way too high. I'd probably be closer to like 700, 800 grand. Next, another crazy high off a house looking thing. No, thank you. I'd be at like 100 grand. This is just a super overpriced deal. Again, $800 a foot. Ridiculous. No, thank you. Enrico. Hello? Okay. We're getting a lot of voicemails today. Guys, by the way, if you're getting a lot of voicemails, that just means you have to make more phone calls to get the same result. Let's just be honest. Like, too many people get obsessed with like, oh, nobody's answering the phone. You need to make more calls to get more people on the phone. So, like, I've already made 59 dials today in the last 47 minutes, hands-free, because I use the dialer. Guess what? And if I'm not getting the results I want, I have to keep going. I only blocked off an hour for this prospecting session specifically for this content, but just giving you an idea, like, if you want to get more deals, you have to just make more calls. I mean, just like, I had so many people reach out to me like, oh, during the summer, the pickup rates are low. Yeah, because people are going on vacation and doing other things. Like, they're not on your timetable.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry. I was looking for the property owner of a building on Highway 22 in Mountainside. How are you?
Good, and you?
Great, thank you. I was calling you about the property here because I run an investment company, and my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the property here at 1148.
No.
No interest at all?
No.
Okay. I mean, even if we got you a crazy good number for the property?
No.
Okay. Not here to be a bother. So, I mean, are you looking for, if I brought you an interesting deal I wanted to sell nearby, would you take a look at it?
No, I'm not. I'm not interested. I have a running business here.
You have a business there. That makes sense.
Running business.
Okay.
I'm not interested to sell anything.
Okay,
Just
that's
stop
fair.
calling me.
No, that's fine. Thanks so much. Have a great day. I'll go for broke. I don't really care. I mean, he can tell me no. I mean, that was probably a record for how many times someone has said no. That was pretty impressive. Okay, next here we have an office building. Again, Augusta's a very outskirts market, and it's like a weird looking property. I would probably offer like 100 grand again. Riverside, not a great market, very weird looking property. Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Carl. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the property you have on Henderson. How you doing?
All right. It's not for sale. I get a call like once a day from that property.
I get it. I mean, look, funny enough, I could imagine you probably get calls like this all the time.
If you want to text, you got my number. If you want to text me your name and number and your interest, I'll look at it. All right.
That's fine. I was more calling you because, like, I don't know if you maybe would be open to the idea of also taking a look at buying other properties in the area, or you're just kind of sitting pretty.
Right now, I have my hands full.
You have your hands full. Okay, I can respect that.
I'll
I'll shoot.
come up with. I'll always look if you want to shoot for something.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And I'll shoot you a text with my info if you take a look at it. And I mean, do you operate your business there?
No, I did many years ago, but not now.
Gotcha. Okay, so I mean, you don't feel like there's like a number that would get you to consider selling the property?
Not at the moment. I've been offered $10 million for the place, and
$10 million is a nice number.
yeah. But look, right now I have a lot on my plate. If
Okay.
I did anything, and I built that building with my dad and my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's awesome.
I would have to 1031 it to find another place. You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah, and I'm sure that could be a hassle. I mean, do you have any other property, Carl, that you might be more open to the idea of selling other than this?
I have about 5 properties, and none of them are for sale. And I have other properties in Colorado, Mexico, and they're not for sale.
Okay, so you're just kind of you're sitting in a good place. You got your hands full. I mean, I guess like you want me to shoot you a text my info because obviously, look, we're always looking to buy something. We're not trying to be a hassle. So
Sure, yeah, you can text me the reference, your
Okay.
name, number, and all right.
sounds like a plan, Carl. Thanks so much. Yeah, bye. All right, I always mute him. I click pause on the dialer. I also want to just make sure I get his contact information. So let me grab all this, put this into the CR and the M. Let me grab his phone number. Okay. Okay, shoot, sent a text, long-term follow-up. And he owns a lot of real estate, so I'm take a note of that in a minute. I'm also we're gonna sign off in just a few minutes here, guys. But hope you guys enjoyed the new session. If you guys like the having me go through some deals and kind of give you my 2 cents on things and like what can be adjusted or changed or anything like that, please feel free to submit any other deals or questions you have to the info@henryeisenstein.com. If you want to learn how to make hundreds of thousands of dollars or more in commercial real estate, make sure you comment down below CRE, and my team will take care of you. And I appreciate you guys tuning into today's session. I'm going to shoot this guy a text message, and I got to get to a bunch of follow-up calls and things like that. So anyways, I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Peace out.